Alright. Yo, what's up, guys? This is Alex Rowe. And today, I'm going to show you how to make a powerful melody. And we're going to talk a little bit about writing powerful melodies and what you can do to put yourself in the best possible position to make a really powerful melody. So when you're writing a melody, you got to think about, all the different parts of a melody and all the different parts of the inspiration that create such powerful melodies, right? What kind of song are you writing? What kind of sound are you using is a big one. If you want to make a melody that's very chill and cute and soft and emotional, you're going to use like a softer high reverb sound just to get the melody out. And then later you can change the sound to whatever you want. Are you going to make something, an aggressive melody for like a big room pop house song? Then you're going to use, sounds that align with that to create that inspiration. And how are you going to come up with a melody from scratch? My favorite way is to listen to a song that has recently touched me in a good way, emotionally, and kind of take that melody structure and do that again, but a little bit different. Like, it's okay to take ideas. In music, it's 100% okay to take ideas. Some people argue with me about that, but I can promise you that 98% of the songs you hear are copies in some way of other songs, whether it be a remake of a really old song, whether it be a melody steal from a song that was popping 5 years ago, whether it be a chord structure steal or a bass line steal, or the same drums, same rhythm as other songs. Because when you're signed by a label and you need to generate 1 song a month, 2 songs a month, or you need 10 songs in the next 5 months to send your record label, because that's what they're contracting you to do, is come up with music that they could sell, you need to be able to generate these ideas. And part of generating ideas is generating popular melody or poppy, good, strong melodies that can make an awesome song. So with that being said, let's jump into what we got here. I got a couple melodies written. So I'm going to go ahead and play these couple melodies, talk about them for a second, and then we're going to make a new melody kind of with the same structure, and then I'm going to tell you where I got the inspiration. Dude, that's nice. That's super fire. So this is just a melody project. It's just like I made this project just to come up with a bunch of different melodies. My goal with this project before day's end is to come up with 10 melodies, pick the best one and make a song with it. One of the most beautiful presets I've ever made a melody with. That one is actually part of the Sounds of the Future sound bank that me and my man April Wade put together. That's available in the description of this video if you're interested in that sound bank. It also comes with 15 awesome fire vocal chops. But yeah, this was one of those presets that I just can't get past. Even like stubbing it out. But either way, yeah, just a really pretty melody. And then I had this one as well. This is the same melody, but tested out with a different sort of sound. It's actually the same preset, Pluck Something Incredible, and I put them together to see what kind of sound I could yield. Dude, I can't get over that. That is like so beautiful. Anyway, the inspiration I got was that 4 structure melody from Medicine's EP, is one of his new songs. and he actually used the same melody in 2 different songs, one on the EP, which is an instrumental, and then he used the same instrumental in his Post Malone I Fall Apart song. Same melody structure, similar idea, different melody. So let's go ahead and let's make a new melody, and I'll kind of walk you through my thought process. So this particular melody here that I've been toying with, this 4-stage melody, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be an 8-bar long melody. If you're newer at this, I would focus on cute little 4-bar melodies, which plenty of artists work with either way. Marshmello, if you know Marshmello, a lot of his are just 4-bar melodies. But let's go ahead, let's pick a sound that we can relate to with what we're going for. So I'm in an uplifting melody mood. I like to get my uplifting melody mojo popping, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is get a sound that I could align with uplifting. So I'm going to go into the Sounds of the Future sound bank, and I'm just going to pick this light sound here. I'm not bored of it yet. I can make fire with this with this sound. And let's just start thinking here. So next stage is, it's instead of just going blank, shooting out something blank, have a little bit of inspiration. So, you know, think of a song that'll get you past a blank sheet of paper, right? So you're looking at a blank sheet of paper. It's going to be worse if you sit here and dwell over not coming up with an idea for like however long, like an hour or something, when you can just steal the melody structure from another song. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna lighten up the reverb here, just because I know I'm gonna be using bass notes. So there would be our first stage, and then let's just make our next stage. And then let's go. I have this like somewhat of an idea. I don't know if it's gonna fit what I'm going for though. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. So that will kind of be my bass line structure. And this, like, to be able to put out this bass line, that's like kind of unrealistic for a lot of you beginners, because I kind of know what I'm doing at this point. So what I would say is, if you can't lay a bass line down like this, like that, quickly, and kind of like know what you're going for as far as what we got here, steal a bass line from your favorite song. And the best way to do that is, you know, throw your favorite song into Google, find out what key it's in, and that could give you an advantage. Or take your favorite song, like an Avicii song, like Avicii Levels, for instance, and then search on YouTube Avicii Levels piano keys, and watch all those piano videos until you see what exact notes make up that song. You could do that with any song too. So right there, you do that, you'll get all the notes you've ever wanted. So now what I'm gonna do, so this is my favorite thing to do. Just take like that hot note Yeah. And like this hot note will like give you like what your bass line actually sounds like harmonized with something. And I'm gonna take this and put it like right there. Right there, and that last measure will be I want that last measure to be like the most intense, like emotionally intense melody. Didn't I say I was gonna start off doing a 4-bar melody? Whatever, I guess I messed that one up. Anyway, but up to this point, let's make sure we're all on board. So if you're good and you have a good understanding of how to write a melody and where to get your inspiration from and what sounds to use when you're in the melody writing stage, by all means just shoot it down and then start messing around and write 10 different drafts of that melody idea that you have. I sent an email to somebody with a lot of followers. I don't want to like say his name, but like he had a lot of followers on SoundCloud. He was pretty big. And I shot him an email, told him I would pay him to give me some advice. But a lot of times when you offer money for some advice in return, they don't end up taking the money and they'll just help you anyway because you were nice enough to offer. Anyway, he told me what he does is he writes a bass line and then writes 20 melodies. Over like 15 minutes, he'll write 20 different melodies and pick the best one. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But if you are at this point and you're not like still a beginner at this, then keep referencing like notes from the internet. Like write down your favorite song and then play it on the piano or piano keys. So like Avicii Levels piano keys, Nicky Romero Toulouse piano keys, or how to play on piano, and that'll give you like what notes that you could use for the bass line that you want to harmonize with. And like with that information, you can't fuck this up. Like you just have to do that. So now we have to write the lead because we have like the mid and we have the bass notes. This is all harmonization with my ears. I don't know music theory. So this one's going to be like more of the curious melody. So like this one's very uplifting. This is curious. This one's also going to be somewhat curious, and then this one's going to be like super uplifting. And when I say curious, I just mean literally a melody that sounds curious. So like here we have the call. Like sometimes people refer to it as a call. So like this is the call, and then you need the response melody. And they have to communicate melodically. It's like a language. I like that one as a response melody to this one, but you can see there's not much variation in the notes. They're kind of all the same notes anyway, and what I'm hopefully shooting for is more variation by the end of this. So I'm going to take this, and this will get me started. wrong about that last one. So like these two right here. Oops. These two melodies, they could match. They could match. There's nothing wrong with that one in the melody book. And then this one we can close it. This could be like our different melody here. So just like that. Right there. So this is like the response to all of this stuff. That's why it's, you can see it's a little different differently positioned. So this entire melody would be like call, response, call, response. But then you got to think of the overall picture. So like it goes A, B, A, B. But realistically, I also want it to be like A, 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 B. So like this is all a call, and then this would be the response wrapping up the melody. So if my melody was this long, this would be my A, this would be my call, and then this would be my response. And you want your call and response to really melodically work like and communicate like they are this language. It is a language. Like we communicate with words, but melodies communicate with sounds, and we relate to them with our emotions. This is so fucking philosophical what I'm talking about right now, but it's totally true. So like when I listen to this, you can literally lay out all of the emotions associated with this thing right here. So it's the first melody, super uplifting, and it's kind of like a question. And then this, emotionally, I connect an answer to what's going on here with this, and that's when you write that. And like if you put this kind of ridiculous thought into it, it's kind of fun and interesting sometimes to see what you can come up with. So like if you write a melody and associate the word curiosity to it, try to give your answer melody like the answer to whatever that curiosity emotion is talking about. Isn't that like crazy weird to think about? But like through doing that, like you could really come up with some powerful, ridiculous stuff. And so what I just did here, I'm gonna do 10 more times, or at this point like 7 more times, and then I'm gonna pick my favorite melody. But so far this one would be my favorite. And like that, that's just a draft. And to give you an idea, I was toying around with this part of this melody for like 10 minutes. Took me extra time to mess with this one. And you can see this and this, they are the same notes and they are the same bass line. So actually, my B melody, so if we go A, B, my B melodies right here, they are the exact same things. Look, the bass lines are the same, and the notes are the same. The high and top end melodies are the same, and the mids are the same while we're here, you know? The only one's different is A and A. Kind of like that. And the melody works perfect. So you can essentially just, if you're doing a 4-measure melody like this one, have these two melodies be the exact same, because this is my favorite melody here, and it just happens to work with a smaller amount of work done here and a smaller amount of work done here and all the work done here and here. Isn't that crazy? Melody writing 101, and that's how to come up with powerful melodies. So remember, guys, if you're lacking being melodically present when you're coming up with melodies, a lot of it is about just getting the inspiration and knowing how to do it, right? Getting inspiration, knowing how to do it. So what I'm good at is writing, and I have this memory, and I have a lot of melodies stored in my brain from the years I've been creating music, right? But if you don't have that, you just grab it from other songs that you know, and either take those bass lines and harmonize with them, or take the melodies and write your own bass line. Make a little remake of your favorite song. Doesn't matter. That'll all teach you how to be melodic and learn how melody's written. Not only that, when you write professional melodies from professional songs, you can see what they do firsthand. You can look at the melody and say, wow, this is what that looks like in front of me on my screen, written on the piano roll. Crazy. So try to do that, guys. Try to come up with a bunch of different drafts. Don't stick with the first draft, and see what you come up with. My name's Alex Rome. I come from my website, alexromesound.com. Go to alexromesound.com. Check out my sample packs, my courses, and my lessons. And if you would like my help personally, you can do that all from alexromesound.com. Leave a comment, subscribe, and if you're new here, subscribe and hit the little notification bell thing so you can get notified every time we put out some heat. There you go, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments as well. I don't know if I said that. Peace out.